What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. Got one video for you this evening remaining, and that is dealing with Jeep. I promised you guys this earlier today. We're going to talk about it. So we know about all of the V8 manufacturing that's coming back to the United States now, to Dundee, etc. And I've been hearing this from my sources, and this isn't the first time I'm telling you this. I'm just hearing about more models and things that are coming. I've told you before that the 6.4 liter Hemi would go back to the Grand Wagoneer. I said that was a thing. And that, from what my sources are saying, that's still a thing. Like, that's going to happen in 2027. You're going to be able to see that as a 2027 model year vehicle. Now, there's some other stuff coming for 2026 model years that has me really perked up, and that is a 5.7 Hemi in the Gladiator and the Wrangler. The Gladiator and the Wrangler to get a V8 Hemi. Pretty interesting. Now, previously, I heard about the 5.7 Hemi coming to the Gladiator because they're going to use that platform for the midsize truck coming for Ram. That could be the Dakota. And that's going to have, shocker, an inline-6 powertrain and, oh, yep, you guessed it, a V8. Sound familiar? That's what we had back in the day, and that's what they're going to do again. So they're not going to just put that in the new midsize truck. They're also going to put it in the Gladiator because it's a newer thing and it will move units. I can tell you right now, if you could offer a 5.7 Hemi, and even if there's any kind of update to the engine, whether it's direct injection or no MDS or whatever, people are going to be all over that damn thing. A 5.7 Hemi in a Gladiator is a win. All right, it's just a win. It's way better, in my opinion, than a Pentastar. I know there's so many of you guys that like that engine. I don't get it, but to each their own. And then we get to interesting territory with Hellcat engines. Now, I was told, we know that the 392 Wrangler is coming back, right? I think I've reported this here a few times in the last month. Maybe I've said something about that a couple of times. They are going to do that. But one of the things I find interesting is, the Cherokee is coming back, or Grand Cherokee, or whatever they're going to call that thing, is coming back. And I don't think the Hellcat engine is going in that. I think they're going to put a Hellcat engine in either the Wagoneer or the Grand Wagoneer. Now, I want to say maybe they do both the Wagoneer and the Grand Wagoneer. The reason why I say that is because there's really nothing in the market right now that competes with that Escalade, Escalade V or whatever, with that supercharger. That thing is insane, okay? That's absolutely insane. Nothing competing with that. But you take a platform that people actually like the aesthetic of the Grand Wagoneer. They just don't like the problems with the wiring harnesses and the crap Hurricane engine. They can't stand them. And that's why they get traded in. And that's why there's dealer service departments full of these damn things. Nobody wants that crap. They want some, like Jeep. I'm not going to say Jeep's always been like the most reliable vehicle you can buy ever, right? That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it's not been the least reliable, right? It's been like, think Jeeps back when they had the 4.0 liter inline 6. That thing was a bulletproof engine. I know multiple people that had that Cherokee that got 380 to 400 and something thousand miles out of a gasoline engine. Like, even when the rings and stuff were going bad and it was burning oil, they were putting like a quart a week in that thing and it would still run. They'd drive that damn thing across country. You need that back to be able to get the customers back that you lost. But the big news is there is definitely going to be a Hellcat Jeep for sure. I don't know if they're going to call it a Trackhawk or what that's going to be. If there was going to be a Trackhawk, I would have guessed it would be the Wagoneer first, right? Then the Grand Wagoneer, because you'd probably want it to be a little lighter or smaller, or, you know, that's why I'm wondering, like, could they put it in the Cherokee? I don't know. I've been pounding my sources for it, and they say it's very early stages in terms of what they're talking of putting that engine into. But Stellantis has seen the error of their ways, at least when it comes to Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. And we're getting back to being in the club, powdery substances in areas, and CEOs are like, whoa, Hellcat that, Hemi that. And we're getting back to that. We're getting back to that brotherhood of muscle brand. And that's what's going to save this company, and that including Jeep. You got to have a reliable power plant. And here's Jeep hasn't always been a V8 company. They've had inline sixes and all this other. That's fine. That's why I think out of all the companies that are probably keep inline sixes and the 4-cylinder crap that they're doing now, it's going to be Jeep. They're going to put those in Wranglers. But there's going to be cheaper V8 affordable options, not this 100,000 plus 392 Wrangler stuff, okay? There's going to be affordable V8 options, and they are coming soon to Jeep. I'm telling you, they're coming soon. And not even just that. I have to be careful how I say this, but I will say this. I know for a fact that there's already a Gladiator test vehicle built that has a 5.7 Hemi in it. Now, full disclosure, the 5.7 Hemi that's in there is it's leftover 5.7. It would be like a 5.7 that they would put in the Durango. There's no changes to the engine. And full disclosure, everybody that I've talked to that has anything to do with the engine manufacturing or that deals with the sources of what's going on with that engine, I haven't heard any changes, like whether it's going to be a direct injection. I know some people are talking about that. I can't say that. The only thing I've heard is maybe no MDS, which would be great. It would solve a lot of the lifter issues up top, or the Hemi tick, so to speak. I think if they could resolve that issue, you know, making sure that the exhaust manifolds and stuff aren't cracking and things of that nature, I think they would have a win with a lot of this stuff, especially with the Gladiator. I think that Gladiator in a manual with the 5.7 Hemi and an automatic with that 5.7 Hemi, you would not be able to keep those on the lot, especially if you're pricing them where you're pricing stuff. Now, don't overprice them. You gotta punish these dealers that are doing this dumb crap, or just not send them allocations. Don't give them anything. Send it to dealers that are willing to be fair towards customers so you can rebuild the brand's identity. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Are you excited for Hemis coming back to Jeep? Because I think having multiple options of the Hemis, whether it's the 6.4, the 6.2, and the 5.7, are wins across the board for the brand. But that's just me. Give this video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.